I did drink half a bottle of wine. I didn't eat anything prior. I literally woke up and I was like, okay, it's time to open up Secret Santa and drink. And I
You woke up and then
like literally less than 30 minutes awake and I was already drinking because I wanted to make sure I got tipsy. Well, I got too tipsy and I just
Hello, dear chat. Welcome back to episode 11. I'm so sad right now because I'm out of fingers.
No extra fingers.
Can you hold up one finger for me,
yeah.
please? There we go. Episode 11. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, everyone. I know it is the day after
Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
Evie. It is the day after Christmas, but we are going to talk about our Christmas today and go over stories about Christmas, I guess.
Christmas?
But anyway, if you do not celebrate Christmas, happy holidays as well. And I hope you have a great break and everything. If you have a break, that's the best part about the holidays. I am on break right now, which has been really nice. My goal this next couple weeks is to finish my stupid Chungus book. So,
is it Harry Potter still?
Yes.
Is it the last one?
It is the last one. I've been like being able to start it so that I need to finish it within the next 2 weeks.
What is it called?
Deathly Hallows.
Deathly Hallows, okay.
That's my goal for the next 2 weeks. And to maybe finish Skyward Sword. I don't know.
Oh my god, I didn't even know you were playing that.
I played it like over the summer and then I stopped. I was like, I need a bit of a break, I guess.
Oh, you never went back?
Like, I want to go back so that I can play freaking. There's so many Zelda games.
Every other Zelda game that she has not played.
Yeah. So
do you remember how far in Skyward Sword you are? Like, you have to remember all the controls and everything. That's the worst part about going back to a game after taking a break is, like, forgetting everything. Like, where you are in the story, what to do next, and the controls.
I think I finished the desert area and then I got to whatever was after that. I don't know, some sort of forest or something. I don't remember.
Do you remember the desert? Was that the one with the mirror, or am I getting that confused with a different game? Like your shield and you reflect it. I just remember the desert puzzles. I got like stuck for a very long time on one of them and everyone was laughing at me.
I think Majora's Mask had the shield that you
maybe I'm thinking of Majora's Mask. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. It's been a hot minute, so
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. But anyway,
still exciting. I told you before, I think that game was the game that made me appreciate Zelda as a character, which I felt bad for, but it made me really be like, okay, I understand why she is the way she is. It never clicked before that.
Skyward Sword Zelda is like so much more intimate with Link too, that I'm like, oh, a little spicy in the beginning.
It was. Oh my god, that makes it even more exciting. I'm curious how they're gonna portray Zelda and Link in the new like movie that they're making, the live action, which I don't even think is till 2027 at this point. But
I think it's like March 2027 or something.
It's a ways away. But I'm like very, very interested to know what the story is. I don't even know if it's like a brand new story or like a retelling of one of the games or something. I don't know.
I feel like it's gonna be a new story.
Do you think Link is gonna talk?
Oh my god! Wait, I actually kind of envisioned the movie of him just never talking the entire time.
That's kind of like a silent protagonist almost. I don't know, but I feel like they're gonna make him talk, or at least make him yell, make noises.
I think one of the times that Link has actually talked was in Skyward Sword, kind of towards the beginning, but like. Because he was talking to the dad, being like, hey, this is what happened. But he didn't have any dialogue in the game. But you actually just saw him talking to him, though. And it was like a whole conversation. I was like, oh my god, he's talking. But we can't
what could he be saying? No one will ever know. Let's kick it off with when is it too early to put up the Christmas tree?
Okay. I have strong feelings about this.
Oh, I want to hear.
I always thought it's too early if it's after Thanksgiving. Anytime before Thanksgiving is too early. I feel like as soon as Thanksgiving's over, you can put everything up.
But you're Canadian.
I know, but
your Thanksgiving is different.
I know, but now that I'm here, this seems like the perfect time.
Okay.
But now it's like we host Thanksgiving, and it's like, well, now nobody's gonna see our tree because nobody's over here for Christmas, and I'm like, fuck, maybe we should put it up for Thanksgiving now.
Oh, and
like decorate.
Perspective has changed.
Yeah, because I had all my fall shit out, and then everyone left, and I was like, well, now I have to decorate for like holidays for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like decorating. And then I did, and I was like, well, now nobody's gonna see it.
I saw it in a picture you sent me.
Yeah, all I can do is just take a picture of it and like post it, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
That's so funny, your perspective of it. So like before in Canada though, before even thinking of America and like our Thanksgiving, was it also like that, or were you just like...
Yeah, I feel like it was just like the first weekend of December was when we'd whip out all the Christmas decorations and stuff, but my family would also get a real tree, so that was a whole ordeal.
Yeah, it can't be like out long, right?
I think they did last like 3 weeks or so, which was the same. Oh my god, when Rainey and I carved pumpkins, I put them, like, I immediately put it outside. I put it outside because I was like, oh, it'll last until Halloween. It lasted like 3 days, and then it melted, and I was like, and it got like moldy and shit, and I was like, oh my god, October back home, you can carve this at like the beginning of October because you put it outside and it's cold enough that it just like stays. It doesn't really do much because it's like it's in a fridge.
Yeah.
And like it's still hot outside in October here, and I was like, fuck, I can't put my pumpkins out.
I don't know if I'm making this up or not. I feel like you're supposed to put something on the pumpkin, like you rub like wax or something on the inside and outside, maybe to help preserve it a little bit more. Because obviously it's not cold enough. But I might be making that up. I swear there's something that you're supposed to like do to the pumpkin that helps. But obviously like in North Carolina, South Carolina weather, it's like very, very hot, and then very, very cold, and then very, very hot. It's kind of unpredictable in that sense, to be honest. So that's kind of funny. Your pumpkin just rotted.
No, it didn't. It went bad in like 2 days, and I was like, wait.
That's actually really funny. I'm gonna answer that question too. When is it too early to put up the Christmas tree? So for me, as an American, all my life I was like, oh, definitely put up the Christmas tree after Thanksgiving, because you got to celebrate Thanksgiving first. And then I don't know, somewhere along my adult life, probably when I was in Germany, actually probably a little bit before then, I got a more worldly view, and I was just like, wait a second, not everyone celebrates Thanksgiving because we're not in the States anymore. And so it'd be like early November, and we're like walking around somewhere, and it's just like Christmas music is already playing, and I'm like, when's Thanksgiving? And there's no I don't think there's anything as I don't think there is Thanksgiving music, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But at the same time, then I was just like, oh yeah, because that's the next holiday everyone has to look forward to is Christmas over here. They don't have a Thanksgiving. So I was just like, oh, I get it now. Yeah, I still think putting up a Christmas tree like first week of December is like kind of my vibe, if I'm gonna be honest, because it's sometimes I get bored looking at the same thing for too long. And so I feel like, and we used artificial like fake trees, so I think if you just had it up for a very long time, it gets like rather boring. Like there's nothing fun and exciting. I don't know, it just becomes like background noise to me after a certain period of time, if that makes sense. And I don't get me wrong, I do like decorating for the holidays. It is very fun. I think one of my favorite things is like, as we had an artificial tree, and this is another good question too, what type of family, or like how did your family decorate the Christmas tree? Because some families, they have like these very, very uniform ornaments where everything matches. My family, it was more like all our ornaments were sentimental to some degree, so it was a mismatch of like everything throughout the years, like my parents and their like engagement ornament or something like that.
God,
and then you have like my ornament when I was born, and then you have like my brother's, and then like something I made in first, second, and third grade hanging on there.
Mine was exactly the same. My mom would get us an ornament every year and then write like the year on the bottom, and she actually just mailed me all of them. So I have like 25 years worth of ornaments.
Wow.
To me. And I put some of them on our tree.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because, I should go grab it. I think it's in my closet right now. God, I should have grabbed it. But it's like my old, she sent me my old stockings, like the one when I was a baby, and then like the one that I used as well. And it's so funny because she put my full legal name on everything. Just first, middle, and last name on everything. I had like a pillowcase, I had a blanket, my sock, my everything just had my full name on it. And I was pulling everything out of the mail that she sent, and Pinto was like, "Why is your full name on everything?" I also took out like my hanger, my stocking hanger, and there's just a picture of me in it. It was actually one of the pictures I showed the other night on Sip Happens, when with like my square red glasses. It's just a zoomed in picture of me like on the stocking hanger, and I'm like, God, what am I supposed to do with this? Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know. There's
oh man,
my parents literally have an ornament of me probably being like 3 years old, sitting on Santa's lap, crying my eyes out. And then you know, obviously I don't live with them anymore, so when I came back, my mom came over and she's like, "Here you go, here's all your stuff." And a lot of it was like these types of ornaments as well, and I'm just like, I don't really want them. I mean, they're funny. They're funny, but they're also, I don't know, the arts and craft ones that you make when you're little, they're very flimsy, I guess I should say. They get bent very easily in the box. They are not stored that well, and so they're just kind of tacky, but I guess that kind of adds charm to the whole. Your Christmas tree tells a story about you and maybe the rest of your family, you know?
Yeah. So I did hang up like some of the ornaments my mom sent. I had like a strawberry shortcake one or something, and I was like, it smelled like strawberries, and it still smells like strawberries.
Really? Oh my God.
It's kind of crazy. I hung that one up.
Yo, you go over to Toni's house and she's like, "Smell that ornament."
I was trying to get Pinto to smell it, and he was like, "I don't want to smell your 20-year-old ornament."
He doesn't want to smell 20.
Like, it didn't really smell like strawberries very much, but like you could still kind of smell it.
Right. She's delusional.
Our tree now, every time we go on vacation, we try and find like an ornament or something from where we went on vacation. And so like when we went to Canada, we went to the dinosaur museum, so we have a couple like dinosaur ornaments. And then when we went to Vegas, we bought like a Vegas ornament. So our tree is pretty filled out with ornaments
decked
of like,
out
places that we've gone. And then we have some like generic ornaments that we bought just for filler, but otherwise I think our tree's pretty cute, and we have a little Mario star on top.
I saw that in the picture. Yeah, I love the topper that you have for it. Oh gosh, I feel so bad. I do like the holidays. However, I've moved around a lot in my life, and because of that, our Christmas tree is like a 1 foot tall artificial one that you buy like miniature emotes for. It's actually really charming, and the crazy thing about it is I made it, or I helped like initially decorate it and put it all together. Like the baby, you get like little miniature ornaments for it. I think I made that when I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I gave one to my nana, and then I also kept one for myself apparently, and then my mom just like stored it, or I stored it, I guess, I don't know. And then eventually I was like moving out, and I was like, oh well, here's your Christmas tree that you made when you were 11 or 12 years old. It's not like I made it. It's like we bought it, and then like just making the little ornaments is kind of what I did. But obviously, like, we had a big family Christmas tree that we would decorate. But because I moved so much with Bristol, it was kind of just like, I don't want to buy a new Christmas tree everywhere we go.
Yeah.
And then his family, they do an artificial one, but sometimes they did real ones. And I remember like it was his first year that he like was living away from them or something like that. I was still studying at ECU at the time, and his mom mailed him like a small Christmas tree, like a live one, in the FedEx mail. She mailed him one, a live like little Christmas tree. I don't remember so how big it was. I don't even want to know how much it cost. She's a very funny lady, and I'm sure you appreciated it.
That is very cute.
So that was my only time interacting with like a live tree though, because I was visiting him during the holidays, like after she had just mailed it or something along those lines, and I was just like, this is an actual tree. And then I was like, oh my god, it's like shedding everywhere. There were needles everywhere. Yeah, this was a different element entirely.
It is a whole thing. Like my dad, we would always go out and pick our Christmas tree.
Yeah, do you go to a big farm, or is it just like a little market?
Well, we would go to like Home Depot or Lowe's and kind of find one, and then we would put it on top of the car, drive it home. You have to like let it sit for a couple days inside the thing, and then of course there's just needles fucking everywhere in the house.
Right.
So you're vacuuming like 10 times. and then finally once it's like gets filled out, there's more needles all over the floor. And I kind of Pinto and I ended up having, like, when we first moved in together, we had the debate, because I was like, I am a real Christmas tree getter. He's like, we should really get an artificial one. And I'm like, fuck.
Has he had a real one? Has he had a real one?
He has.
Maybe you should just get a small real one year and just try it out, you know?
Maybe. I really want like a little baby one to put like in here. Because I would love to decorate stream room. I was going to, and then I was like, fuck, I can't. But
it's kind of a lot of work.
We ended up settling for the fake tree. And honestly, I'm kind of glad we did, because I'm just so exhausted in December to like feel motivated to want to decorate anyway. Like Pinto ended up putting up most of the ornaments this year, because I was like, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm like,
I'll just watch
I'll be moral support. I'll do the rest of the stuff. But it works out because all the lights are like on it too.
Right.
So, and you can like change the colors and whatnot.
I did not even think about like how if you get a real one, how you have to thread the lights. I didn't even think about that at all. I was just thinking about putting ornaments on it. I was like, oh, that's easy enough.
But
anyway, we can do that.
I have a picture of
do you?
Our little tree right now is here.
That's a big tree. This was the picture that I saw. I don't know where you put it or if you sent me it or whatever, but
I might have posted it on Instagram,
maybe on your story. Something. Yeah, I love the topper though.
But yeah, and then the dog. But
Vader.
Our ornaments are kind of just like you can see a BB-8 on there. They're pretty all over the place.
Yeah. No, I think it looks good though. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very cozy. We were also debating, because we have that tall ceiling.
Yeah. You could get a really big tree.
Get a tall tree.
Oh my god, you could get the biggest tree.
So, yeah. So we got, I think it's like 8 feet.
It is. So
we're just tall, and
that is very tall.
Good, so I like it a lot.
But now that you mention it, you do have really tall ceilings in there, and I'm just like, you could go so big in there. Like, it could be ridiculously tall. Your own little like pine tree forest.
Yeah. We thought about it, but then it was like, well, what if we move and then we don't have those tall ceilings? It's like, what the fuck? Like, what are we gonna do with this giant tree? What was your favorite Christmas present that you got over the years of Christmas?
Oh gosh, this one I like spent a while thinking about, and I still can't like pinpoint one thing specifically, but I can like kind of pinpoint different things throughout the years. And one of them, it was like I think I was like 9 or 10, and my parents had just bought this house, so we moved in, and I guess it was kind of like a bedroom makeover kind of, but it was like with the same furniture, so it wasn't like new furniture or anything. But I just remember I got to paint my walls, and I was very, very excited about that. Aww. And the color I painted them was like, it was like a light baby blue almost. It was like a sky blue. I don't want to say it was like, you know, for the announcement of a baby blue.
Yeah.
But I do remember being really excited for that, and one of the big things for me at the time, so this was probably back in like 2002, 3-ish time frame, was they had these bed canopies. It was a circular like tube, and then there was like a cloth that hung from that, and then it would drape over your bed.
I remember wanting one of those.
And I wanted one so bad, and so like that was a major part like for my bedroom makeover, and it was actually so annoying to sleep with. Because it was because the veil from the like the canopy would fall down onto my bed, obviously, and like spread out. And it wasn't a big circle. I mean, like it was a decent sized one, but like not like the entire bed or anything. So it was, I don't know who I saw. Maybe it was on Disney Channel or something. I have no idea, but I was just obsessed with one. So getting to paint my room a color and like hang that from my bed, and then even though it was like really annoying to sleep with, I really liked that. And then the other major thing was actually getting the original Xbox 360.
Oh, yes.
That was a Christmas present between me and my brother, and I don't remember all the games that we had, but I do remember two in particular, and one of them was called like Eggmania, which was like a Tetris style like battle game. You could battle against the CPU or each other, but I just remember destroying my brother in that and I played it a lot. There was like a story mode and everything. And then there was another game, and I can't remember what it's called. It might have been called like Sneakers or something like that, but you're a rat, and it's just like, it's such a shitty game if I'm going to be honest, but it's like you run around trying to get cheese, but
I feel like there are so many games that we grew up with that were just so shit, but they're so nostalgic to us that they were so good.
Like, I think the game is actually pretty bad, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's anything good about it, but in my little like 9-10-year-old brain, I was very much like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever. So we played that a bunch too, and this was also around the time when Blockbuster was a thing, so we would get to like rent a game like once a month or something like that, and we played a lot of games that way too. But yeah, I feel like the Xbox 360 was like a big one.
Mine was very similar. I was very much a handheld console girly growing up. I had my like Game Boy, my DS that my brother passed down to me, like the OG brick DS, and then I'm pretty sure that this was for Christmas, was when I got the DS Lite. It was the blue one, and that one still had the Game Boy cartridge in the bottom.
Yes.
That was one of my like absolute favorite Christmas presents. And then like a couple years later, they came out with the DSi, and I was like, fuck, I need the DSi.
What was the difference? Was it the camera or something?
So, the DSi had the cameras. It got rid of the Game Boy cartridge, but it had a whole new like interface that was very like Wii-like. I think there was like performance. It was better performance. It was also pink. I have it right now. This is what I got. This entire bundle. This was my favorite Christmas present I ever got. My mom got it for me. Was like the pink DSi. It's the pink carrying case, and then the DSi itself was pink, and so this when I opened this up,
it's so tiny. Wow.
You know, but when I opened this up, I don't think I was ever so excited in my entire life.
Because I have my 3DS XL.
Oh my god, you just whipped that out.
I know, I had it here. So like seeing the size difference is crazy.
Yeah. So I got this, and then like in the back of it, you carry all your games and stuff.
Oh my god, what game?
I got Pokemon. I think I got Pokemon all on the top here.
Man, you got it organized. ABC order.
I got all of these little Pokemon games at the top.
Oh my god, you still, dude, you got her gold. Wait,
yeah.
I was Soul Silver. We're opposites.
I had both. I was weird where I would get both of them.
No, I would want both too.
And then
I would always get one like brand new, and then I would just get the other version like secondhand or something. Oh, yeah. Sims! Animal Crossing! Oh my god, no. Zelda? The hourglass
dude,
one's
fuck this game. It ruined my Zelda career.
It ruined it before she could even start it, guys. It ruined it before she could even start it.
Those are all my DS games. And I didn't even know I had this Final Fantasy game. I don't know what this is. Ring of Fates? I
don't know which one that is.
I have no clue what this is. I might have to try it again, but anyway, this was my favorite Christmas present of all time. It also had like the camera feature on it. So it was like Snapchat before Snapchat was a thing, where it was like you put the filters and stuff on your face.
Okay.
So I just have so many unhinged photos of me just like making funny faces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
12-year-old or whatever.
Oh.
And I would just like be taking selfies and stuff like that with my family during like as soon as I got it. I was like, I'm opening this up.
Oh.
Photos. Oh my god, that was my favorite Christmas present ever. As a child, was getting that DS. I loved it so much. I did eventually get the 3DS XL as well. Ricky actually gave me one of his.
Oh,
like,
did he?
Was
nice.
Just like sitting in his dresser or whatever. I put a shark on it, but
and black.
This one is just like a black one. But this is a great console because I modded it, and I could just play everything on it.
I need to mod mine. That's why I have it on my desk, just randomly.
Yes, mod it.
Well, technically, technically mine is modded. You already know this, but for everyone listening,
oh yeah, the capture card.
My 3DS XL is like physically modded. I had a capture card installed on it. This was back in like 2015. I sent $550 to someone in Tokyo to physically open up the back and like mod it and like put in a little like micro USB port so I could use it and stream it. And I thought I was getting scammed. It was really scary at the time because I paid with PayPal, and I think at the time it was like 6 months, and then you have to file a claim if you don't get your product or whatever. And every day I was like doing a countdown. It was getting up there, and like obviously there's a language barrier between the two of us, and I'm sure like going through, oh, that was mean, kitty. He just flicked me with his tail. I'm sure going through customs like took a while, and I don't know at the time if I realized that or whatever, but like I was very much ready to like, I already had it typed out with PayPal, like opening up the claim and everything, but it did arrive. They didn't scam me. Really cool. That company no longer exists. Katsuki or Katsuki, something along those lines. But it works. I tried it the other day on stream. I was going through all of my stuff that I had saved on there, and I was like, oh my god, look at this. That's why I need to mod it further so I can play whatever I want and then stream it.
Yeah, it's a little more difficult than modding a Wii, but Pinto did it for me, and it took him like maybe 30 minutes or so. And then there's a website that you can just like use a code to download the games, and then you could just like download whatever you want on it, or you can like physically put it onto the SD card. But
I gotta do that.
So I do like the 3DS a lot. It's a great handheld. Did you ever play PSP? Did you ever have a PSP?
I did have a PSP, yeah. Oh, that was actually a Christmas present that I got one year too, now that I think about it.
Oh, really?
I don't know how that one slipped my mind. I was very much into handhelds as well, but I don't think I got them. Sometimes I think I bought them myself with like maybe birthday and Christmas money, because my birthday is also around when Christmas is. So it's like sometimes my relatives, especially when you're younger, your relatives give you a lot of money or whatever because they don't know what to buy. So I think I kind of bought stuff myself. But the PSP was a gift. It was... Honestly, I think the PSP was a little bit ahead of its time. And I feel like I was a little bit on the younger side to where like I didn't realize its possible potential. And now that I'm older, I know people like essentially mod them as well so they can play whatever game that they want on it. But I had one game that, well, I had like two. I think one was called like Grip Shift, which was like a car. It wasn't racing. It was more like you got to jump the car through hoops and stuff like that. And you could like change the way the car looked. I played that one quite a bit. It was kind of hard. And then there was this other one that I was really, really obsessed with. It was a Neopets game.
Oh.
I gotta go look up the name of it. It was called Neopets and the Wand of Wishing. And you played as a pet. If you remember, you had Neopets and they had their pets. So it was like I think they were called pets or whatever. Yeah. So there's like it's like the pet of the Neopet, which is kind of crazy. But you would play as them, and there were like 4 different ones. One looked like a cat, and I think it was, I don't know if it was the wizard, I think. It was kind of a hard game. I don't know. I remember I got stuck on it for a while, but also my dad also got me, you could get movies for the PlayStation Portable. So he bought me Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh my God.
And I've seen that movie. Like I might have watched it once or twice. I don't know why he bought that for me though, because I think I was like kind of out of the age range for it. I think it was a little bit too old. It was like a movie. It was like a movie my brother would watch.
When I was a kid.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was a movie that my brother would watch, but like I had it on my PSP if I ever just wanted to plug it in and just randomly watch it. But I wasn't one to really watch movies that much as a kid.
Good for road trips, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Normally, actually, that's how I watched a lot of movies. My brother would just watch the same movie over and over on a road trip, so I would just like get bored and watch silently without having to listen to it. But I would also be playing like whatever else on my like handheld, so like maybe a Game Boy Advance or Game Boy SP or Game Boy or a DS. I don't know. I very much did like my handheld games though.
Yeah, they were so
cat.
dramatic.
I know.
I was very much played handhelds during road trips as well, which I feel like we took a lot of road trips. My grandparents always lived like an hour and a half away. We would drive. I think we drove down to Las Vegas 2 or 3 times.
I can imagine that's a short trip.
No, it was like 21 hours.
Not all at once, crazy. Though, right?
We did it once, all at once. Yep.
Oh my God.
We did not stop.
What was it? Just one person driving, or did he switch off?
Yeah, it was my dad. My dad.
He drove for 21 hours.
Yeah, he drove for 21 hours straight. It was such a crazy experience because, like, I went through a whole illness.
Is he insane?
That trip. It was.
That's even worse. Like, why would you? Oh my God.
I got like car sick at one point. I threw up. I would just remember like I was just sleeping for most of it because I felt sick, and then I felt better, and then suddenly it's like we're in Utah. I don't know. It was like...
You just made me think of something funny. When the last book for Harry Potter came out, I don't remember. Oh man, I need to look up what year it was. I want to say it was like I was in 7th grade. Was it 2007? I don't know.
That sounds like, I think it came out 2007-ish.
We were driving, like it was going like the summer vacation. I don't know where we were driving to, but it was a long car trip, and we stopped at a Barnes & Noble so I could buy that book. I got the book. We get in the car. I start reading it. I get car sick. I throw up.
Oh no.
I think I might have been feeling sick to begin with. I'm not entirely sure, but I just... whatever it was, I threw up, and then I went back to reading the book. So it was that good. I don't know. You just made me think of that. It was very funny.
Yeah. Do you still get car sick at all from like reading or looking down at something?
I don't think so, but I will say I think if I haven't ate or drank anything, I think I'm more likely to start feeling pretty woozy, if that makes sense. And then when that happens, I'm like, okay, I gotta like not do anything right now. Like I think this is crazy. The last time I was actually car sick was like last Christmas. We were like driving back from Bristol's dad's house or something like that, and I don't know what I had ate that day or something. Like we like went over for breakfast, and I don't know. I feel like something I ate just didn't sit right with my stomach. And it had been like well after the fact, and I was knocked out in the back seat, like trying not to throw up, hyperventilating, like a dog, like having my head out the window. It was so bad.
Fuck. Oh my God. I don't think I've thrown up in the car maybe a couple times. One of them was from that road trip, but the other only times have been like driving home drunk from the bar type. Not me driving, but somebody else. Like, I had to tell the taxi to stop once because I was like, I'm gonna throw up. And I had to just open the door and like puke outside of the door.
I have such a funny story about that.
Felt so bad. Probably have done that to a couple friends as well where they're driving and I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. I was a chronic thrower upper when drinking. I think you still are. And then I met Pinto, and he's like, you can just not throw up, you know, like you just need to just don't need to throw up.
I understand that idea, but it's kind of, it's so hard to just, I don't know how to explain it. Like everything, there's so many different circumstances where it's like, okay, if I have like 3 Smirnoff drinks right now, like I know I would be pretty like messed up. But then if I eat earlier on that day, I can have 4, right? And then we start talking about wine, and I'm like, oh, half a bottle of wine? Heck yeah. And we're sitting here playing games, it's going great. And then I stand up and, you know, I'm in the bathroom mirror, like dragging myself against the wall to get to the bathroom. And I get to the mirror and I'm like looking at myself and I'm like, you better not throw up right now. And then it all hits me at once. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to throw up. Which I know I already told you guys, but we drank and, you know, opened up our Secret Santa last Friday, was it? Yeah, last Friday. Yeah. And I did drink half a bottle of wine. I didn't eat anything prior. I literally woke up and I was like, okay, it's time to open up Secret Santa and drink. And I
woke up and then
like literally less than 30 minutes awake and I was already drinking. Because I wanted to make sure I got tipsy. Well, I got too tipsy. And I think I told you, but I remember someone said, go get some food. And I said, okay. And I went and got 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter because I love peanut butter now. And it was really quick and easy. I didn't trust myself with cutting up an apple with a knife, okay?
You didn't eat the apple?
No.
I told you to go eat, and you're like, okay. I was like, go eat an apple. And you're like, okay, I'll go eat an apple.
I do remember that. Yeah, I had peanut butter. It had protein in it. Anyway, I got into the kitchen and I took like a mouthful of peanut butter and then I just like sat down for a second and I was like, oh, the floor feels so cold and nice. And I guess I was like sweating or something. So then I was just laying on the kitchen floor staring up, eating my peanut butter.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, it was bad. And then I threw up.
I tried to do everything right that night.
Actually, I
ate dinner.
You did.
And then I was like, I'm going to make sure I'm mixing my wine with seltzer. So I did like half a can of seltzer, half a glass of wine. Had 3 of those.
Okay.
So I had like 2 cans of seltzer that night. But then I still woke up and my head hurt so much.
Yeah,
my
head hurt really bad too. And I think I'm the same now. Or maybe it just hurt because I threw up. I don't know. But it was I don't think I like wine anymore because I saw your tweet. I think you said you're swearing off wine, and I was like,
I can't. I have to swear it off at least. I could have a glass of wine, sure, but if I'm drinking wine to get drunk, I can't because the headache the next day sucks.
It is.
Even though I have like Excedrin, which helps, I'm still like waking up and getting over that initial inertia to like get up and get your cup of water and actually take the Excedrin. I'm like, I feel like shit right now. It's so bad. So I had to go and get in the car and drive somewhere. I was like, I just have my sunglasses on. I'm just like, I feel horrible.
Oh, you had to drive with a headache?
Yes, I had to go. We had to wake up and go over to see Kevin.
Yeah, like, but like I didn't realize you were the one driving. That sucks.
Well, I was passenger. I was passenger.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad.
Like,
but
you gotta get Excedrin. That's what you need. Do you have it?
No, I've never had it before. I guess it's
life changing.
I'll see about that. I don't know. I guess I'll see.
I'll send you a picture of it.
Okay. That'll help me identify it. When you're like hungover, do you have like a certain thing that you always like go for? Like a drink or like a food?
Water.
Oh, you just go for water. That's all you like crave?
Water and Excedrin. Oh, like when you're drunk, what do I want to eat?
Yeah, like drunk or whatever.
Chips, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of more of like a munchies.
Yeah.
I forget the munchies. I'm like, chips.
Chips.
When I'm drunk, I don't know. There was one time though that I was really drunk and Pinto was like, do you want a hot dog? And I was like, oh my God, yes. And he made a hot dog and he just put like mustard and pickles on it or something. And I was like, this is the best fucking hot dog I've had in my life. I still think about it sometimes.
Pinto's over here like boiling. He boiled the hot dog and hot dog water, whatever. It's not even.
It was so good. It was just the best hot dog I ever had.
It's like the most minimum effort hot dog ever. Was funny.
That's why I do think about that sometimes. I'm like, damn, a drunk hot dog, which I don't even really like mustard, but it was just so good. I don't know. It was good on a hot dog. I'm like a ketchup only person.
Oh, I like mustard. I like ketchup. Like when I get a hamburger, you can put whatever on it. I'll eat it for the most part. Same for hot dogs. You can put whatever on it and I'll eat it. I'm not very picky. At least I try not to be. But then sometimes I wonder if I was a little bit more picky, if like maybe I would be better at being a foodie or something. Because then I
feel that too. Because I'm like, Pinto will like, he'll like homemade, like pasta sauce. He like makes that. Yeah. And then he's like, it's so yummy. And I'm like, yeah, it is really yummy. But then he'll be like, buy canned sauce. And he'll be like, it's really yummy. I'm like, yeah, it's really yummy. And he's like, well, do you like one more? And I'm like, I do like your sauce. But like, I'm just not really distinguishing between the two very well.
Right.
And then I feel bad because he puts all this effort into it. I'm like, yummy. It's all yummy.
Okay, I think I'm a firm believer in if someone makes you a meal, it feels like it always tastes like it just tastes better when someone makes it. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
no, I agree.
I anything like, I mean, you could make me a hot dog from like like just boiling a hot dog in hot dog water. I think that's the worst way to make a hot dog, by the way. I do not like boiled hot dogs. But
you don't boil your hot dogs? What do you microwave them?
No, that might be even worse. Okay, worst is microwaving, then boiling, then like, air frying. Best is grilled. Like a grilled hot dog is fantastic. Yeah. That's the best kind that you can get. Or like if you go to a gas station, it's on like the little like rotisserie hot dog thing. I don't know what you call it, but those are pretty good too.
I guess a rotisserie hot dog.
I guess, but like I feel like for it to be rotisserie, like I feel like you have to stab, it down the middle or something to rotate it like that. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think a hot dog in that sense would be kind of funny. So like I'm gonna call it a rotisserie hot dog from the gas station. I feel like if someone else made me a microwaved hot dog, I'd be like, oh, this is the best thing ever. Thank you so much. But then if I make it myself, it's just like an instant buzzkill, and I'm just like, it's just food. I'm just eating this for sustenance. It doesn't have any flavor or pizzazz to it. There's no. The secret ingredient is love, and it's missing that.
Oh my god! The other day, I think we were just like fend for yourself night, and I was like, Pinto had leftovers, and then I was like, oh, well, I'll just have ramen, and I was like, I kind of thought he was offering to make it for me, and then it was like 8 o'clock, and I was like, have you eaten yet? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot.
I was like, oh, well,
when are you gonna make that ramen?
Like, are you making ramen still?
Oh my god.
Do you want me to? I was like, yeah, this please. He's like, I'm like, we're in call with other people, and I think it was like Kyle. He was like, it's ramen, just go make it yourself. I'm like, but it's better. He makes better ramen. It's better when he makes it. He puts an egg on it and stuff.
It's filled with love. Yummy.
It is with love.
His room is right next to the kitchen, to be fair.
That's true.
Tony's is upstairs, so like she has to full on completely leave the call. Technically, he could probably walk. Well, I think his headphones are wired, so that probably wouldn't work. But
speaking of road trips that we were talking about 10 minutes ago, last year for Christmas, Pinto and I went to Canada for Christmas with my family, and we had to travel. I was so mad because we had to travel so much. Like we drove almost 3 hours down to Atlanta so that we would have our direct flight to Calgary. Right. And it was like 5.5 hour flight from Atlanta to Calgary. And then we get picked up at the airport and go to my dad's house. And probably the next day we drove an hour and a half down to go see my grandparents. And then back up another hour and a half, and then
to your
2
dad's?
days later, back up to my dad's.
Okay.
And then
I'm like doing
2
the
days
math in my
later,
head.
my mom, who lives 4.5 hours away, was like, "We're not driving to Calgary, but we'll rent you a car." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Oh my god. That's
Sorry, Mom, if you hear this, but I was not happy about it.
Driving during the holidays sucks. Okay, just forgive us. Like it really sucks.
They rented us a car, and we drove 4.5 hours to go see my mom for like, I think it was a night or two, and then drove another 4.5 hours back down to Calgary. And then it was like our week was over, and then we had to fly another 5.5 hours back to Atlanta,
and then 3
overnight.
hours.
It was a red-eye flight overnight, and then drive another 3 hours back home. Last year, I was like, this is the one and only year we're doing this. I was like, next time we're going to Calgary for Christmas, y'all can come down here, because I am not doing this 4 or 5 days out of my week to just travel. It was awful. We're already here. Please just come see us.
I don't know if I would do the 4-hour drive. Sorry, Tony's mom, if you're watching this. Tony's a trooper.
3 years ago or something that we went. He came up to visit when I was still living there, and you know that video I sent you of just like the absolute blizzard of
that was crazy.
So something like that had happened the day before, and so we were planning on driving to my mom's house the day after that, and I'm like, fuck, like we shouldn't go, like the roads are probably gonna be so shit. I'm in my Fiat with not the right tires at all. I did not have the right tires on. I did not tell Pinto that, but I was like, we'll be fine.
Copium.
And it took us, like, between Calgary and Edmonton is usually like a 3-hour drive, but because of the weather, it took us an extra 2 hours just because of how slow we had to drive.
Oh my god.
Were so slick and icy, and I'm just like this the entire time.
Tactical driving.
Because I was like,
turn the music off.
You drive in this. Like, I don't think he's ever driven in weather like that before, so I was like, I'll drive, it's fine. And so I'm very just like, I think the music was turned down, and it was just very stressful driving, because there was literally people going off into the ditch.
Stop!
Like, we witnessed probably, like, we drove past probably 20 cars that were in the ditch. We witnessed maybe 2 cars go off into the ditch. And it was just like,
oh my god.
And it was so, it was really, we made it. It was fine.
Yippee! Remind me not to visit Canada ever during
don't go
winter, and maybe early spring.
If you do have to go with an experienced driver.
Okay.
So,
not me.
It really is like it's really bad.
I don't think I've ever driven in snow. In fact, in like when it would snow, normally they would cancel like schools here. Yeah. So even in college, although in college I just would walk to classes or take the campus bus or something like that, so I didn't have to worry about that. But like I do remember we got to Germany, and one day I was just like, oh, we're running low on groceries. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go grab them. I walked outside, and obviously like it had snowed a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, the roads look clear enough, I think. And then I'm like looking at my car, and I'm like, oh, it's covered in snow, and I'm like, okay, I know what to do. I have never ever brushed snow off my car before. And I was like,
oh my god.
Yeah. I don't know how old I was, but I was in my 20s. Like I'm probably like 25 or something like that. I've never brushed snow off my car before. And I know what to do. You get the brush, and like I've seen it in movies. I've seen people do it in real life. I'm like, I know how to do this. I kid you not. I get that brush and I start brushing the snow off. Everything's going great. And then I get to the roof of my car, and I'm trying to get all of the snow off my car, because I think in North Carolina, or I just think in general, you're not supposed to have snow on the roof of your car, because when you start driving at high speeds, it'll fly off, and it could hit the person behind you, obstruct their view, whatever. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. The brush, I guess it's just not long enough. So my car had a mohawk of snow, and I couldn't figure out what to do. I was like, I could open the door and stand on it and then like, you know, brush it off that way. And I was like, that probably looks really stupid. And then I was just like, do we really need groceries? Do I really want to do this right now? And I'm like, the roads are clear right here, but like, are they clear, you know, going to base? And I'm just like asking all these questions in my head, and I psyched myself out, and I was like, you know what? I'll get groceries another day. It's totally fine. So I just went back inside. But that was my one time, like, ever really brushing snow.
So funny, bro. Because I, like, ever since I started driving, you know, there's so much car stuff you have to worry about, especially if you don't have like a garage or anything. You're just parking on the street. Like, you gotta make sure that you have winter tires.
Yeah, you guys gotta do that thing. I don't even know what that means, but yeah.
Winter tires. You have to, like, sometimes if it gets too cold outside, you have to plug in your car. So the engines come with a block heater. It's so that your car starts, because if you don't plug in your car and it gets too cold, your car won't start. So the block heater makes sure that, like, I think it makes sure that the battery stays warm enough, like it just sends a current through it so that it'll start. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And then I always had to like leave at least 10 minutes early so that I could get out, scrape my fucking windshield, wipe all the snow off of it, and then sometimes you wouldn't get it all off the top of your roof, and you open your door and then the snow would fall on your seat. Fuck, that would piss me off. Just like doing this every fucking morning of my life, bro. And even if it blizzards, it's like, you still gotta go to work, you still gotta go to school.
That's crazy.
The only snow day I remember having was when it snowed probably 1.5 feet in early September. So all of the trees were still green, and since they still had they weren't acclimated yet for winter, they had a lot of water in them still, and so the weight of the snow on these trees made all of the tree branches break off, and there was just trees and tree branches everywhere, all over the city.
That's crazy.
And so they actually called a snow day that day because of the debris everywhere, and so that was my one snow day I got.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Dude, Canadians are built different. That's crazy to hear
really
that.
Is.
Like,
yeah,
we get like we get like an inch of snow, and they will cancel school. The threat of like a snowstorm coming through, they will cancel school. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
It's down here it's totally, they don't have anything like it doesn't snow often enough to justify having like plow trucks and trucks that go around and salt the road.
Exactly.
And,
yeah.
You know, and all that stuff. So you don't, the cars aren't prepared for it here, and it's like, you know,
which is crazy. Everyone here drives a truck, so you would think that it would be able to handle it, but I guess the tires are really important.
Oh my god, that it is. The tires are probably the most important thing. It makes a huge difference. Like oh my god, I was so broke when I had my Fiat. It was like I had to buy new tires for it, and I was like, fuck, I'll just get all seasons. And all season tires really aren't that much better than summer tires. They're a little bit better, but not much. It kind of goes like summer, all season, all weather, and then like winter tires. All weather is a pretty good all year round tire to have.
Okay.
And I cheaped out and I got all seasons because there was like $400 for 4. I think I got a tire like 100 piece each, and I was like, we'll make do. And oh my god, the amount of times that I got stuck going up a hill in like snow, I would have to like really strategically accelerate enough to go up the hill. I had to really strategically drive that car in the winter time. And just the amount of times that I've like actually just drifted and like had to drift my car around like corners and shit.
What the fuck?
I'm a professional driver in another life, I feel like.
Okay. Yes.
Oh man, so
I don't know if we scratched the surface with everything, but it has been over,
I know. Oh my god,
50 minutes, so
yeah, we could call it there. That's fine. And then, oh my god, maybe next episode I'll talk about my traumatic ex story in the winter
during the 2026 resolutions.
Maybe if we have
well,
time,
maybe one of your
we'll talk about
resolutions
it.
that when it was to get rid of the X, you know, and it worked out.
That's true.
Okay, guys, that'll be it. Thank you so much for listening to episode 11. I got it right this time.
Yay.
Episode 11 of Dear Chat. This one we kind of just talked about Christmas, and we hope you guys have had a Merry Christmas. I just realized this comes out after Christmas. Why don't we release it on Christmas? That might be
sure.
cool,
We can do
too.
it on Christmas. That'd be
Oh my
nice.
god, it's like a Christmas present. But then if you don't celebrate Christmas, it's just an early day. It's like early access or something.
Yay.
No, but Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thank you so much for listening. We didn't do our introduction, so I'll do one now. I'm sincerelyLyn.
I'm Toni. Toni Sore.
We have a bunch of social media stuff down below. Definitely give it a follow. And yeah, we'll see you for episode 12. Goodbye.
Bye.